yourself. I challenge everyone in this room to get their own journal, be brave, and dive into your own soul. Stop worrying about your favorite Instagram influencer. They don't give a shit about you. Learn to love yourself. Next, let's talk about how much time you spend at work. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics 2023, the average American works 8-hour days and 40-hour weeks. I like to use myself as a reference, and I'm going to call bullshit on those numbers. I was constantly working overtime along with my fellow coworkers. I've been asked by 2 different employers to stay 24 hours to complete tasks, and I did. My dad, who is a truck driver, has worked 16 to 17-hour shifts every weekday for his whole life. The numbers provided by the U.S. Labor Statistics does not account for the people on salary. Once you're on salary, your job is never over. If you are on salary, good luck having somewhat of a personal life. You will be answering emails, phone calls, and you will always be behind on your work. Salary means no overtime pay for the extra hours that you work. Congratulations, you are now a company slave. For the purpose of this speech, we will entertain the numbers provided by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And according to my calculations, if you are to work 8 hours every day for 61 years, that will equal out to approximately 126,880 hours. Now, I'm not saying work is a waste of time, because we all have to make a living. What I'm saying is, and I believe most people will agree with me on this, most people don't want to spend their time at their job. There are very few lucky people who love what they do for work. So I challenge you guys, the class, to stick it out in school and find that perfect career that you can fall in love with. Dig deep on your studies and find out what fuels your soul so that you can give back the fruits of your labor to the world. Make yourself proud and believe in yourself. Let's talk about video games. Who are my fellow gamers in here? According to Statista 2024, 29% of 18 to 29-year-olds spend 1 to 5 hours on video games. And 21% of gamers from the same age group spend 6 to 10 hours on video games. Let's pull up my calculations. ChatGPT. If you were to game 5 hours daily for 70 years, the total number of hours accumulated would equal out to approximately 127,837 hours. How many of you have spent roughly 10 hours grinding ranks on Marvel Rivals? Not just Marvel Rivals, but any game for that matter. I'm 100% guilty of it. Apex was my game to grind. I have about 1,500 plus hours on the game and have nothing to show for it. Did I consider myself an Apex legend? Hell yeah.
Yes.
But with that amount of time wasted, I'll always ask myself, what could I have accomplished instead? What are some things we could do instead of gaming? We could work out. We could get better sleep. We could learn to grow our own food. We need to change our bad habits in order to achieve believing in ourselves. Believing in yourself is a challenge, and it challenges your mind, body, and spirit. Let's talk about what we can do for our body. How often do you do things that scare you? Fear is such a strong emotion. Does anyone get anxiety when they aren't working out? You can feel the psychological disadvantages that come when you are not taking care of your body. Nourishment and physical activity is required in order to control our fear. If not handled, fear can control your entire being. Learn to use it. I have a rule for myself. When I'm afraid to do something, such as climbing a big wall or taking on public speaking, I'll only allow myself 3 seconds to feel that fear and proceed to take action. I face the fear, and the more you face your fears, the less scary things become. It builds confidence and allows you to take on new challenges. The challenge I have for you guys is to take a hike, Kurt.
Hey.
See what nature can do for your mind, body, and soul. Hit me up. I want to go on hikes all the time. I'll show you some real cool spots that will change your life.
Mm-mm-mm.
This past Friday, when I was writing the speech, I got some news. One of my close friends, Gabriel Zavala, and his wife, Larissa Zavala, passed away.
Dang.
Gabe was 32 years old, and his wife was 30 years old. His wife and I never actually met, but they gifted me my own journal that I still write in to this day. I met Gabe at the most toxic workplace I've ever experienced. I'm talking the most cutthroat job, one wrong move, and you're gone. At this place, you were a literal number, and you were counting the days until you were fired. Gabe and I understood this and experienced this trauma together. We were lifelong friends because of it. We would only see each other once a year, but we understood each other's lives on the deepest level. We wouldn't talk to each other for a whole year until our yearly meeting at Yard House in Victoria Gardens. We filled in the blanks every time we met up, and it was a friendship that I will always hold near and dear to my heart. It was always a conversation that had no distractions. We both respected the words exchanged and truly tried to understand each other. It was a real brotherly love. Learning of his passing, it affected me immediately. It threw me off for the rest of the day. But before my illogical thoughts of life and death spiraled into my mind, I spoke to myself and said, okay, Adam, you're never going to see Gabe again. How long will you let this information affect you for? From how well Gabe and I understood each other, I acknowledged that Gabe would not want this tragic news to affect my life to the point of crippling depression. I then said to myself, I will allow myself to feel whatever feelings come only today, because if I don't, they will bleed into tomorrow. I still went to school the same day and performed this unfinished persuasive speech at the tutor center. And Saturday, 2 of my good friends got married, and I was able to show up, show support, and show my love because I allowed myself the time to deal with these difficult feelings. This is something that I want you guys to practice. Even though my adored friends are gone, their passing isn't something to dwell on. If anyone can donate to the GoFundMe that Gabe's mom started to help cover the cost of the funeral arrangements, any donations would be greatly appreciated by both of their families. Get the details from me after class. Rest in peace, Gabe Zavala and Larissa Zavala. You will forever be missed. And thank you for the blessings you provided for every soul you so graciously touched. Death educates the living so that you will not waste any precious time that you have. Anyone who has passed on, that has supported or loved you, would want you to believe in yourselves. I challenge you guys to try and make one stranger smile at least once in your day. Something as simple as telling the cashier that you like her necklace. Believe in yourself and know that you are capable of spreading kindness. Spreading kindness so that we can build real connections and restore belief in humanity and change the world.
Hey.
I'd like to conclude with, I believe in everyone here today. You guys have taken on the challenge of public speaking, and each and every one of you should be proud of yourselves. Public speaking is no easy task. It can be terrifying. From the research to the deliverance of a speech, where all eyes are on you. You guys accomplished that. And you inspire me and give me strength to keep moving forward. I'd like to thank you guys for your time, and I'd like to say it's been a blessing getting to hear you guys speak over this time period and getting to know some of you personally. I'm sad that this is our last speech together, but just know, you guys can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. Love you, and take care.
Hey. Hey.
You got a roller coaster for a couple days. Got a roller coaster for a couple days.
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, Brianna, it's time to go.
You got this, Bree. You got it.
By the time you guys give me these outlines, they're so thick.
Oh, yeah, I have to.
Did I tell you your time, Adam?
Oh, no, what was it called?
11:32.
Adam. Adam. Just hit the red button? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You got like 2 more hours?
Bro, you.
Kristen, you ready to go to bed?
Motivating me.
While you are spoiling yourself, countless animals are suffering through painful experience. It's time to question if some luxuries should come at the cost of animal welfare. Hi, my name is Brianna, and as someone who likes to shop, I've studied which brands do and do not test on animals. By doing this, I realized that you can still treat yourself without having to support companies that use animal cruelty. By choosing cruelty-free brands, we can reduce suffering, protect the environment, and stay healthy. It's time to look at our shopping habits through a new lens and support brands that care. To understand why this is important, let's first examine what animals are going through. Cosmetic companies often test their products on animals to check their safety and effectiveness. Animal testing involves splashing chemicals on or into animals to see if they cause harm. Common tests include skin irritation, toxicity checks, and eye injuries. The most common animals used are mice, rats, guinea pigs, dogs, and cats. This is because they breed quickly, so scientists are able to run multiple tests. Animals are not only put through physical harm, they are also put through a lot of psychological trauma. Captivity, loud noises, and painful procedures cause huge stress. Animals become anxious and display abnormal behaviors affecting their mental health. They spend their last moments of living suffering in and out. Nudunabi, the author of the 2012 article, Animal Research in Medical Fields, goes into the detail of the process. Nudunabi states that the tests are usually conducted without anesthesia due to it interfering with results. He also claims that cosmetic tests like those used to reduce makeup, cologne, shampoo, and skincare are usually dripped into the animal's eye, injected, or administered orally through a tube in their stomach. Many believe that companies conduct animal testing for valid reasons, but such tests are pointless. Animal and humans are not the same, so results don't always apply. A product safe for a rabbit might be harmful to a person. Many dangerous products have passed animal tests, but later have caused problems with people. We need better ways to test products that do not involve animals. The Environmental Literacy Team wrote an article in March of this year called Why Animal Testing is Pointless, and claimed that one major reason why animal testing is considered pointless is the large biological difference between species. The FDA reports in this article that only about 8% of the products tested on animals are safe and effective for humans. This shows a very high failure rate and highlights the key problem that relying on animal tests is a waste of time, money, and it puts both animals and humans in danger. Now that we know what animals are going through and highlighted how useless these procedures are, what brands can start supporting to help make a change? Some big names have long histories of testing on animals. When it comes to fragrances, the brands Burberry, Dior, Marc Jacobs, Chanel, and YSL are all brands that test on animals. Some self-care brands include CeraVe, Cetaphil, Aveeno, Head & Shoulders, Dove, Old Spice, and Axe. Lastly, some makeup brands that support animal testing are NARS, Maybelline, Lancome, and Benefit. The People for Ethical Treatment of Animals, also known as PETA, wrote an updated article in February called Companies That Do Not Test on Animals. In this article, PETA talks about a variety of different ways customers can tell if their product is cruelty-free. PETA encourages people to look for labels on products, especially a bunny logo or a statement that says cruelty-free. PETA also has a site where you can search and scan products to see if they were tested on animals. Are there any laws against this? Yes, the laws about using animals in laboratories are weak and full of gaps. Consumers can help improve them by choosing not to buy products that support such practices to push for better laws. The main laws are the Animal Welfare Act, also known as the AWA, and the Public Health Service Policy on Human Care and Use of Laboratory Animals, also known as PHS. Alejandra V. authored the article Cosmetic Testing on Animals, written in 2014, states that the AWA is a law that was introduced in 1966. It aims to protect animals from harm during research, testing, teaching, and transport. However, it only offers limited protection. Alejandra also talks about how most animals, more than 90% of them, are not covered by the law at all. Only certain species are, and those that are protected only receive basic care standards for food, handling, and shelter. They are not given much help. Let's take a moment and visualize how animal testing can impact our lives. So first of all, people will continue to keep buying products that aren't cruelty-free, brands will gain more money, and more animals are going to die every year. Number two, products will continue to be tested on the wrong species, leading to people putting harmful chemicals in or on their body, causing health and skin problems. Number three, animal testing allows use of a lot of toxic waste, which can kill our environment and increase pollution. And running animal tests isn't cheap. The government spends millions of dollars testing animals when it could be used for other causes, so it's a waste of money. Now that we all know this information, how can we stop grassroots testing on animals? We have seen the horrible procedures billions of animals are going through, how unnecessary animal testing is, and all the harm it can do. The solution is easy. Stop purchasing from brands that aren't cruelty-free. Again, look for the funny logo behind the products, and by doing this, we could push brands to use different and safer ways of testing products. As I said in the beginning, many of your favorite products are hiding a dark secret, and now that you know the secret, it is your decision if you want animals to keep suffering. Together, we can end the demand for animal-tested products and build a future where compassion prevails. Your choices matter, make them count. That's my record.
Good job.
I got a question.
Minutes on the dot.
I got a question.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Hey, what would be a possible solution for them to test the product, but not on animals?
Well,
Because,
there are ways they could test it on cells, human cells.
oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, dang, thank you.
Good job. Good.
Pretty good, huh?
Okay.
Have a good one.
Ugh. I promise I'm not gonna better. Believe it or not, it doesn't sound like it, but I am. I'm worse than
Dang, bro.
that.
Raw, let's go.